As we've already seen, MIDI data doesn't make sound itself. It needs to be realized or performed by some kind of instrument to get sound that we can actually hear. While there are many hardware synths and samplers on the market, more and more we're using the computer as that function. We'll have some kind of software synthesizer or soft synth or virtual instrument that performs that MIDI data as audio. Now, these function as plugins into your DAW. And it'll vary from DAW to DAW on how you actually instantiate or add that instrument into a track, but usually it will be a plugin or an insert in an instrument track or a MIDI track. It can be, the terminology can vary a bit, so it's a good idea just to go to your DAW and figure out how you would add a virtual instrument in there. Now, one of the great things about virtual instruments is there's a way to buy third-party instruments and run them inside of your DAW as what we call a plugin. So I might have one company that creates the DAW, but a whole other company that creates the soft synth to play inside it. And the benefit of that is even with the same bit of MIDI, you can get a world of different sounds. Any bit of MIDI data can be turned into any sound imaginable if you choose the right soft synth. So this would be a great opportunity to go to the forums and start a discussion about what soft synths and what samplers are that you might want. If you're creating orchestral instruments and orchestral sounds, what kind of soft synth or sound library would you want to buy? If you're creating electronic music, what kind of soft synths or sound library would you want to buy with that? It really becomes the best way to kind of increase the potential of your studio is by buying these additional synths and samplers that can work inside of your DAW. Before going on to the next video, I'd like you to go to your DAW and try to add a soft synth to a track. See if you can get some sound with your controller going through the soft synth. It's an important technical hurdle, and if you haven't been able to do that yet, I'd like you to use the discussion boards and try to work together to get you through that important technical hurdle. Next, we're going to look at MIDI editing, so after recording MIDI data, how do we fine-tune that performance to make it just what you want to hear in your final product.